Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Iran, and so in this video I wanted to go back to last year's Citizencon and talk about the features that will not make it this year. If you remember, guys, last year we were told that everything that we would have seen, at least in the Star Engine demo, would make it to 2024. Well, as you might expect with Star Citizen, things get a little complicated every time we get announcements, and it was not the case for all of that. Now, most of it will make it indeed into this year, but there are still quite a few features that will not. Now, of course, we all know that right now Star Citizen 4.0 is in Evocati PTU. And also, exceptionally, the NDA has been lifted for this Evocati cycle. So that means that if you're an Evocati player, you are able to stream, share pictures, share everything that's going on there with this 4.0 playtest, and that's great, right? If you're an Evocati, you get to share what you do, your experience. It's awesome. But we also get to know what was going to be in the patch, what works, what doesn't work so well, and especially CIG has communicated in the latest roadmap update what is going to be making it and what will not. And so we've learned that indeed Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 will be quite gutted. A lot of the features that were originally announced and that were supposed to come with this patch that were shown here in the footage that you're seeing will indeed not make it to Star Citizen Alpha 4.0, and those are especially related to what you're going to be seeing on stage with all the engineering gameplay, the resource management system, which is already somewhat there, right? But the gameplay associated with it will not be there, and also all the fires, the fire extinguisher, the managing the fire systems that will be set on fire, all of that is not going to make it, unfortunately. And with that will also not make it, right? The other feature that would not make it is also going to be the life support system, which is also going to be including its own components that you're going to have to select, put in the game, put inside your ships, right? To make sure that you have proper atmosphere that you can breathe, or not, that you can also vent out. All of that will not make it, unfortunately. Now, we should expect to see them in a further patch, as I said in the previous video, probably 4.1, 4.2, or who knows, maybe a 4.0.x. But there are also other features that were shown at this in this demo here that will not make it. And the first one here is something that I think a lot of you guys will be quite sad to hear of, and these are going to be the space whales. Yes, Fauna is also gradually entering the Star Citizen universe. We've seen that with the Maroks, we've seen that with the Copians, and we saw last year that we would be getting the space whales in the game this year. Well, unfortunately, there are no signs of the space whales making it to Star Citizen this year in 2024 or in Alpha 4.0. It seems, in fact, that the next fauna that will make it, the next species, the next animals that will make it into the game will be the quasi-crazers, the space cows that we have been shown for quite some times inside Star Citizen. But unfortunately, no space whales, and even worse, right? It seems that at this year's Citizencon, we've discovered that the next animals that will make it into the verse will be the sandworms and not the space whales. And when they shown us the sketches of the fauna that they're working on, that they're planning, the space whale was not even there. So things don't seem to be looking very good here for the space whales. It seems that the new content drive effects also that we're seeing right here are not in 4.0. When we look at the Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 playtest, it seems that right now, at least, they still have the old quantum drive effects, so that is also quite unfortunate. They seem to be getting a little bit older here, and maybe the new animations will be more optimized and provide us with a better experience, but they don't seem to be there right now. Next, we're going to move a little bit more forward into this demo, and we're going to go to Planet Bloom. Here you can see lots of destructible elements, and this here this is done via Maelstrom. Now, Maelstrom is the new system that is going to allow us to destroy elements in the game. You shoot at a wall, that wall is gradually going to fall into pieces until it's completely destroyed. It's going to be the same for buildings and structures as well. So it's quite a complicated system here that's going to allow us to completely reshape the persistent universe based on our actions. Unfortunately, we haven't seen much of Maelstrom, even at this year's Citizencon, right? It was barely mentioned when they were showing us the pet copions, but that was basically it. This is also not making it in 4.0. It's not even on the roadmap for 4.0. It wasn't even there, so it wasn't even delayed, right? So that's unfortunate. Now, the last thing that we saw at last year's Citizencon was something that I was personally quite interested in, because I'm very interested in anything that comes to when it comes to realism in the game, right? And they were showing us a player character. Now, all player characters right now, they already quite look realistic. They've got a lot of great facial animations. You know, they can blink their eyes. You can use face over IP if you really want to do some cool machinimas and cool acting. And they also react to the weather, to thirst and hunger. But in the future, all characters are also going to be reacting to their environment and to their stages even more. For example, if it's going to be really hot, they are going to be sweating, and that sweat will be visible on the face. But not just that, if they are also injured, they are going to be bleeding, as you get to see right there. Unfortunately, that too is not going to make it into the game. So, well, there we have it, guys. These are some of the features that were shown last year at Citizencon that are not going to make it this year. Have I forgotten anything? Please let me know as well in the comment section down below. It's always good to keep CIG accountable for what they told us would be coming in the past, right? That is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, I wouldn't be able to make all of that content without my Patreon members, including Dr. Frobin, Zero Crusher, Shadow Rise, and Ducky to Ducker. I've been Irad. I'll see you guys in the next one.